Hello everyone, my name is Abhi Jain and this is the first video blog that I am recording. So my today's topic is MVC basics. To start off, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a software developer and I write my own blog on MVC best practices at abhijainsblog.com, and if you want to converse with me, my Twitter handle is abhijain369. So today's agenda is gonna be, we will be talking about the components of MVC and what are the advantages of using MVC in your web application. So let's start off and take a look at what MVC is. So MVC stands for Marvel vs. Capcom. When I was searching for MVC on Google, that's the result that I got. Probably it means Marvel vs. Capcom in another world, but definitely not in our .NET world. So MVC stands for Model View Controller. Uh, Model contains the state of the application, all the data. View contains all the display layer, whatever the user is supposed to see, and controller is the one that handles all the user interaction. So just to give you a little bit of history as well, MVC 1 came out in 2009 and MVC 5 came out in 2014, which we are currently working on. So let's take a look at like the control flow to begin with. So whenever a request comes in, it's the controller that will handle the request, and what the controller does is it will get the data and fill the model. So model is the one that contains all the data and pass it to the view. The view will render all the data, whatever is supposed to be shown to the user, and that is the response that goes out. So this is what a brief overview of MVC application is. Now let's take a look at inside each of these. So let's start off with controller. Controller is basically the heart of MVC application. It's simply a class, and what it does is like it has all these action methods. So depending on what you are requesting, an action method is called, and inside the action method what we will be mostly doing is we will be retrieving the model and return the view. So retrieving the model is like getting the data from the database or file system or from some service or anywhere. So it will fill in the model and it will give it to the view. The view is supposed to render it. So whatever is the user is supposed to see, that will be taken care of by the view. Model, as I just already mentioned, it is all the data, and it's a simple class. We will be taking a look at the examples in a short while. View is all the user interface, so it is supposed to render all the model data. So let's take a look at the code sample. So this is a simple application that I created. This is a simple controller called students controller. So as I mentioned, these are all the action methods inside this: index action method, details action method, then you can see create action method. So these are all the action methods that it has. Then let's take a look at a model. So model is this, these are the properties. So yeah, I have student ID, first name, last name, and enrollment date. Then I have a view. So this is the view, like which is supposed to display. So it is displaying first name, last name, and enrollment date. And as I run this application, you can see it here. I am getting so this is the view that I am getting. So first name, last name, edit, details, delete. So that was a simple MVC application. Why do we really need MVC? So let me answer that question as well. So it helps you in basically separation of concerns. So now, but in the beginning itself, like even before you started the project, it has given you a structure that all the data will be in the model part, all the whatever the user is supposed to see will be in the view part, and all the user interaction will be in the controller part. So it gives a basic structure which helps you in like easy development as well as in better interaction, and it also helps in parallel development. So suppose one person is working on the view and the other person is working on the data part, so and then they can join together at the end once they both are done. So it also helps you in parallel development. Um, then testability. You can test each and every component separately, so you don't have to worry about like all the things getting done together in one shot. You can test each and every component separately, and then once you are done with that, then you can do the integration testing later on. Then it also has the advantage of customization and extensibility, as I will be presenting about it like in future videos. The MVC provides hooks and points at each and every component that you can easily customize it or extend it. So it will give you a default behavior at every place, but if you want, you can always customize it and you can extend the behavior if if you want to use some like something that is specific to your application needs. Then let's talk about routing as well. So what routing does is it maps a URL to a specific controller action method. So as we just ran the application and you saw that we were hitting the student's controller index action method. So what was going on is like that is taken care of by routing mechanism. I will be covering that also in some future video, that how that routing works when you hit a URL and it goes to a specific controller action method. So that is also a pretty neat feature. You can easily customize it and you can extend it if you need it. Then ASP.NET features. So the features like all kind of identity, authorization, authentication, those kind of ASP.NET features, they can be very well integrated with the MVC application. So I mean, it's pretty neat, and I think any new project that goes on, nobody will be using the old web forms or that kind of technology. I think mostly people will be using now MVC applications um, because of all these advantages. So that was all I had uh, about the MVC basics. I took references from MSDN, Stack Overflow, and Microsoft Virtual Academy, and I would like to thank you all for watching the video. Um, if you want to contact me, my these are all my contact information. On LinkedIn, I'm there, Abhi Jain 369. Twitter handle Abhi Jain 369 again. Please follow my blog, abhijainsblog.com. Here you will have all the future updates, and my Facebook page is facebook.com/abhijain369. Again, I would like to thank you all, and we'll see you again soon in the next video.